Chairman's Day at Sha Tin on Sunday, which means 11 races, including the feature race, which is the Queen Mother Memorial Cup Group 3 contest over the 2,400 metres, and a decent field in attendance as well, maybe working their way towards the Champions and Chater Cup at the end of the month. Very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Andrew Jeune, joined in the studio by Paul Lally, our form analyst, and race caller Brett Davis as well. Brett, we start off with the Griffins. 4 newcomers and 4 that went round behind Ethereal last time.
That's right, yes, and he's not there, Ethereal, so probably down the bottom is where the favourite is likely to start. Winning Method, but yes, 4 interesting newcomers, 11 races, early start, 12:30 for the first. It'll be an interesting day, no doubt. Queen Mother Memorial Cup is always a good draw card, good staying contest as you head, as you said, heading towards the Standard Charter Champions and Chater Cup later in the month.
The first 4 in that first race, a number of first starters what we got on the day.
Yeah, we have. We actually, quick count, there are 15 first starters, so quite a few running throughout the day. A couple of interesting ones as well. There's no jackpots to speak of. All the money was won on Sunday, but looking forward to it.
That's a full race of newcomers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And an emergency.
At +1, yes.
Alden May had a great night Wednesday night with a double. He'll be at Sha Tin this weekend
2 out of 3 ain't bad. He's probably been singing that since Wednesday night. And
Big Meatloaf fan.
He'll butter up into the program on Sunday, his first day at Sha Tin.
Absolutely. All right, so our first event is the Chairman's Day Plate. Before we get into the runners and riders for that, Super Chic is the scratching that we have in the feature race, race 7, number 3. And race 11, the last race, Monkey Jewelry, who was going to be first up for a little while, Monkey Jewelry, is replaced by a first starter in Focus. 11 races then on Sunday, all of them on the turf or on the B course as we move out from the A course from FWD Champions Day last weekend. The first of 11 is the Chairman's Day Plate, 1,000 metres for the Griffins. 4 of these horses coming out of the race behind Ethereal. Shadowbreaker was 4th, Sparkling Night was 3rd. Target Finder's on debut, as is Baby Dragon, who's a 2-year-old. G-Unit's a 2-year-old as well. Gala Knight finished 5th. He's got the blinkers on. Zach Burton jumps on board. Judy Star on debut. And Winning Method, who finished 2nd. Behind Ethereal first up there. So we got 4 colts in this race in actual fact and 4 geldings.
Winning Method's going to jump out of the gates, you would think, and be very close to leading this on his lonesome. Gala Knight has blinkers going on and he wasn't far away initially. G-Unit of the newcomers has got the most speed of the 4 that haven't raced. Target Finder has been able to be prominent but pushed to do it. And the others, probably pretty much getting back, you would think. Baby Dragon has struggled in the early stages of his trials. Judy Star as well, but he has worked to the line nicely in 1 or 2.
Here's one of the ones we've seen before, Sparkling Night, closest to us. He's improved, I think, this horse from his run. He does it nicely here. And Chad Schofield, barrier 4 from him, and just running away from Keep Going, and not bad from him as well. Look, here's Gala Knight. The blinkers will go on him. Zach Burton will jump aboard as well, barrier 7. Look, he's been a bit more focused with those blinkers on. You can see him. There was a bit of rain around that particular morning, but the horse seemed to get through the conditions with no problems. And here's Winning Method, just galloping with Kobe Wynn. Keep an eye on him as well, because he's a first starter racing later in the card. And not a bad piece from him, Winning Method, and was a really good run from him on debut, I thought.
Yeah, well, if he repeats that, he's probably going to be hard to beat, and it's probably the best place to start as well as far as form is concerned, because the 4 that have started were all in this race behind Ethereal, and the first 2 pulled clear.
They certainly did. And I thought, you know, even though Winning Method is being hard-ridden here and shown the persuader, when you have a look at what the winner did, it's a very good effort. There's a big gap back to 3rd. I thought Sparkling Night batted on OK. Gala Knight's got a lift. He's had a run under the belt and he's got blinkers going on. But, yeah, he's going to be hard to beat, Winning Method.
You can't see any of those horses turning him around on that performance if he repeats it.
No, Gala Knight would have to, basically improve 10 lengths, wouldn't he? The blinkers on, not impossible, but up against it. So look at some of these first starters then. Baby Dragon, a 2-year-old by Denman. And G-Unit, also 2-year-old by Daneridge. Yeah,
£1,028 for Baby Dragon. He's had 3 trials to date coming into this particular race. And the other one, G-Unit's $1,049, and he's had 2 trials as well. Cheap pieces on G-Unit, Baby Dragon, Tongue Tie. Haven't seen anything that's going to worry, though.
Baby Dragon closed off OK there. His 2 800-metre trials, he was very slow, looked very ordinary. And G-Unit's got pace. Pardon me. I wouldn't be surprised if G-Unit's up with Winning Method in the early stages, but what he's got in the last 200 or 300 is questionable.
All right, Judy Star, a 2-year-old colt, by Sebring. He's had 3 trials coming into this.
Yeah, and I like this one. He got back. He really doesn't have a great idea on what he's meant to do, but I just like the way he was just sort of touched up a little bit here, and you can see him closing off under his own steam. He's just starting to build the revs. I like that performance, and I think 1,000 first start. He'll give away a bit of a start, but he'll be doing his best work in the end, and I think he'll get past quite a few of them.
Yeah, by Sebring, isn't he? So the longer they go, the better for him. He's 11.25, so he's quite a big horse.
Yeah, he's got a bit of swagger about him, I think.
All right, 17 and 5.6. Wearing the club colours there. He'll be wearing an orange jacket on the weekend. Favourite, Paul?
Yeah, pretty hard to go past. There's no spoils there at 1.2, is there? He's always out to 1.5 now, just saying that. There's been money for G Unit. I've gone with him on top. I think Sparkling at Night's improved from the run. Gala Night with the blinkers going on for the first time, and Shadow Breaker with the cheek pieces on. So I'm going with the ones we've seen before. I think with the experience of these Griffins will help them. 8-2-6-1.
Yeah, Winning Method, clearly the one to beat off that debut behind Athero, who looks a very smart and serious horse. Gala Night, obviously there was some expectations for him to run well on debut. He didn't, but he's had that run now, and he's got blinkers going on. So I expect him to improve. If he doesn't, there'd be some concerns, I would have thought. Judy Star, I like that little performance there from the 2-year-old Black Colt by Sebring out of an Exceed and Excel mare. I think he'll be a nice little horse, actually. Sparkling Night in for 4th. 8, 6, 7 and 2.
Yeah, Winning Method, the most obvious one. If we were to have a bet, then Judy Star would be it at those sort of prices, 5.6 a place. That's the first race then, the Chairman's Day Plate.